A lot of interesting news today. You don't want to miss today's show. Buckle up. From Lord XRP himself, XRP will become the standard for transacting money from bank to bank, person to person, entity to entity.
Hi, I'm ℙ𝕝𝕝𝕗𝕝 executive editor of Concealed Carry Magazine.
That's a really good tweet. I like that one. I really like this clip.
And the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself.
Why do they exist, Trump? Can you please tell them one more time?
And the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself.
That could be heartbreaking. Can you tell them more, Trump?
The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those
Tell them more.
who control the levers of power in Washington, and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. And the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason.
That's what George Carlin says. It's like a big club and you ain't in it. You're not in the club. You're not in the club. We're going to talk about that. Word is in. The great wealth transfer is set to begin. HODL, new asset class incoming. Good morning, bullish family. Good morning, crypto pioneers. Good morning, K.H. Martin Jr. Good morning, my brother from another mother. Next stop to the moon. Also, we did a deep dive today. Justin Crypto said Kaspa was going to be the new Ethereum. I found something pretty interesting.
We're going to be talking about 𝕤𝕝𝕟𝕚𝕚. So we're going to be doing a deep dive, and if you don't already know who 𝕤𝕝𝕚 is, he is the founder of Kaspa. He is actually one of the reasons why I became ultra bullish on Kaspa, and this.
So he's talking about 𝕤𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕚, who was the founder of Kaspa, and this is the reason he became bullish on Kaspa.
He is actually one of the reasons why I became ultra bullish on Kaspa.
Can you tell him more, please, sir?
And this is just because of the background that this founder brings to Kaspa. So let's go ahead and start with the current history. So right now, for the current history, 𝕤𝕝𝕚 is now serving as the founder of Kaspa, of course. And you can actually see that on the Kaspa website right here. The founder, 𝕤𝕝𝕚. So DAG Labs, which was the company that originally started the research for Kaspa before it eventually fair launched.
Okay.
It was founded also by 𝕤𝕝𝕚 with the purposes of implementing the Ghost DAG protocol invented by 𝕤𝕝𝕚 with his then PhD advisor, Professor Aviv Zohar. And Aviv Zohar is like one of his top buddies, and he's behind a lot of the protocols with him because they work together over the years. So 𝕤𝕝𝕚 started gaining a reputation within the cryptocurrency academic circle back in 2013 when he and Professor Zohar conceived the Ghost protocol, a protocol famous for being cited in the Ethereum white paper as a design goal.
Wow. That's pretty bullish right there. 𝕤𝕝𝕚 started gaining a reputation within the crypto academic circle back in 2013 when he and Professor Zohar conceived the Ghost protocol, a protocol famous for being cited in the Ethereum white paper as a design goal. So the goal was met with Kaspa. Also, the founder of Kaspa is a Harvard graduate. Harvard core developers. We're going to talk more about Kaspa in a moment. And yes, Kaspa did get listed on Uphold. Kaspa is on Uphold. Kaspa is a hidden gem. We got a lot to talk about today, guys. We got a lot going on in the world of cryptocurrency today. I'd like to welcome everybody to the #1 crypto show on the planet. If you guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. We're going to talk about Kaspa. Oh, we got a new price prediction from the legend. This one is a really good prediction. You're going to want to hear this. Breaking news, new price set for XRP, $540. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. But I'm bullish on this. CKJ Crypto News. Giving all them haters blues. Breaking XRP news. New price 540 on XRP. So if they say 540 on XRP, can I say 240 on XLM? I like talking money. Money. I like talking money. I know you guys do too. Hit link, we live. Hit link, we live. Run over. It don't matter. Let's do this. Hit link, we live.
And then in 2020, we actually decided that we had enough proof points that this tech was meaningful enough for us as a bank that we needed to set up an entire business unit around it. And that was actually the creation of of Onyx. I would say that the buy-in for the potential that this tech has increased over the past few years. Not even maintained, it's increased. We have blockchain connected to our core infrastructure. I think that one of the reasons why JPMorgan is so different to almost any other traditional finance player globally, and why we've been able to make so much progress is because we've had sponsorship right from the top. I mean, Jamie Dimon himself is, he is the one who has been championing from the early days that blockchain technology can be really impactful.
That's kind of some interesting information right there. Jamie Dimon from day one has been bullish on blockchain, cryptocurrency. I thought Jamie Dimon was the king of FUD. Now the truth comes out. The weekend should hear this.
The Onyx Digital Assets platform, for example, has global broker-dealers signed up. Goldman Sachs is on the platform, BNP is on the platform, DBS, for example.
DBS, Ripple Partner, Goldman Sachs, Circle Investor, USDC Backer.
As global broker-dealers signed up.
Global broker-dealers. This is the evolution of money.
Goldman Sachs is on the platform, BNP is on the platform, DBS, for example. We have a number of...
Oh, we can't say enough about DBS. We got, the Brad Garlinghouse from Singapore, the Singapore Brad Garlinghouse, DBS Bank, Ripple DBS.
Others that we haven't been sort of public about, but also large asset managers. So BlackRock, as an example, they are tokenizing or looking to tokenize money market fund shares through the Onyx Digital Assets platform.
Welcome to the evolution of money and the great tokenization. Going blind.
I think USDC is obviously incredibly important for the crypto industry, right?
Tell them that one more time, sir. What's incredibly important?
Tokenizing or looking to tokenize money market fund shares through the Onyx Digital Assets platform. I think USDC is obviously incredibly important for the crypto industry, right?
Why is that, sir? USDC is incredibly important?
I mean, it is, in my sense, pretty much the killer app of sort of retail crypto, because it does solve the key problem of moving money and moving money quickly and cheaply. I think this sort of thesis still needs to be played out, but I think where USDC is going to hit a cap is going to be at scale. So when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night, and I was looking this morning at...
Excuse me, sir. How much money you say you're processing every day?
But I think where USDC is going to hit a cap is going to be at scale. So when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night, and I was looking this morning, I think the market, the 24-hour volume for both USDC and USDT is like $25 billion or something. That's like 400 times less.
Good God. Can you please repeat them numbers one more time? Because we're talking big numbers here.
The $10 trillion that we're processing every night.
$10 trillion every day. 10 trillion.
And I was looking this morning. I think the market, the 24-hour volume for both USDC and USDT is like $25 billion or something. That's like 400 times less than what we do every day.
Good God, so that means we're just getting started. He said 400 times less. That means adoption is incoming for sure. Give him some more.
And if you think about having to fully reserve $10 trillion to be able to make those payments every day, that's a lot of liquidity that you're taking out of the system. And that's, really actually has a negative impact. And you can't really start to create credit creation. Like you can't actually enact credit creation and issue auto loans and mortgages if you have this huge balance of liquidity that's locked up. So I think that USDC has, 100% a place to play. I don't know that in its current construct, it can play at the institutional level, which is really where, I think a bank like JPMorgan comes in and starts to offer a slightly different product, but has the same benefits.
That's kind of an interesting clip right there. They say they're moving $10 trillion a day, and we're looking to provide that liquidity. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. I actually got this clip from Chini Patel.
And then in 2020, we actually...
Chini Patel, JPMorgan blockchain, Jamie Dimon himself is the one who's been championing from the early days. Ty Labone thinks the stablecoins will hit a cap because USDC and USDT have a 400x less volume than the 10 trillion they process every night. Think about that for a second. They're talking about they're processing $10 trillion a day. And USDC at max, it's still 400 times X. That automatically makes me think, what numbers will we do in digital currency as far as that 540 XRP and that 240 XLM is sounding about correct at this moment. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤, first member in the building, gets pinned. What's your thoughts, 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤? What's your top three? Your top three picks, 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕜𝕤. Let me see what we got going on here. The great wealth transfer is set to begin. Operation Shutdown knows. Miss J. Kills going blind. Good to see you. Good morning. XRP will become the standard for transacting money, says Lord XRP. Oh, I thought this was a really good clip, though. I wish I would have put the whole video up. Maybe I did.
To protect and enrich itself.
See, that's why they don't like Trump. I'm going to talk politics a little bit this morning. What the hell? Trump is not really funded by the original or the game they play. As far as like he exposes, he says, hey, this game is rigged. And, and they're trying to protect themselves. And then it shows them huddling into the corner. I mean, come on, nobody else talks like that.
And the financial and media corporations that fund it.
The financial and media corporations that fund it.
Exist for only one reason.
They exist for one reason. What's that, Trump? Tell them.
To protect and enrich itself.
To protect and enrich themselves. Trump tells it how it is.
The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake.
And they got trillions of dollars at stake. They don't like being exposed. He exposed them probably more in a 1 minute clip than prior presidents in years.
This election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind.
They don't have your good in mind. It's actually a longer clip. I hope I actually posted this. Never invest more than you can afford to lose in crypto. Shout out to CRYPTO CONVOS. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Good morning, Gabe.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
The first question.
Whitney.
Whitney is here with me, and today, Whitney, I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
The first question I have for you is, what is cryptocurrency, and do you know what it is?
What is cryptocurrency? Tel7 says my top three is XRP, PLS, and HOA. Oh yeah, guys, and went down the rabbit hole on Justin Crypto's token Kaspa, which is on Uphold, and I see why he's so bullish on Kaspa. I'm going to show you guys why he's so bullish on Kaspa. Today we're going to talk about that. We got a bunch of good clips today, guys. A lot of good stuff I pulled up today. You don't want to miss today's show. That's what I was thinking, Snakebite. XRP Snakebite says, who doesn't like Trump? We love Trump. Here's the thing. When I was watching that Trump clip, pardon me, Devon, when I was watching this whole clip right here from Trump, I mean, come on. This is the most time I probably listen to politics and I can remember how long. I mean, Trump just makes you want to listen because he got something to say. I mean, he's not talking like the rest of them guys.
And the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason.
They exist for only one reason, D. Stellar. Who else would say that? Who else would say that? I don't think nobody else would.
To protect and enrich itself.
Themselves.
The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control...
Oh, and they got trillions of dollars at stake in this election. Because if Trump wins, there's going to be trouble. Right after this clip, I'm going to see if I can find that whole clip. Right after Gabe talk to him, Gabe.
Whitney is here with me, and today, Whitney, I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay, sure.
The first question I have for you is, what is cryptocurrency, and do you know what it is?
I've heard of cryptocurrency before.
Okay.
I think it's a way to make money online, almost like trading.
Right? It's a little bit like that, yeah, for sure. Do you, what maybe a coin that you've heard about?
Gabe is flexing on him. Reminds me of my 90-day fitness challenge. I hit them weights hard today. Real hard. I told you guys we're stepping up our 90-day fitness challenge.
Bitcoin, for sure.
Bitcoin?
Oh, Bitcoin for sure. Okay, she heard of Bitcoin. This is a big thing. I remember back in the day when you asked people about cryptocurrency, they didn't know what in the world you were talking about. So, Bitcoin.
Any other coins?
Not lately.
Okay,
That's
okay.
all I know about. And there's a new one that I saw.
What was the new one?
On a commercial. I don't know what the new one was, though. But I've
New one on a commercial? What would that? That would have to be a Ripple commercial, right? Ripple means business. That's the only one that does commercials. Stellar's doing a lot of ads.
seen Bitcoin, and I've seen a couple other coins, for sure.
Do you do any investing in yourself in anything, or?
Sometimes, just to see what's new and what's upcoming. I just want to be interested in learning about making more money, and that's for sure.
More money is important.
It is.
I hear you. So if I gave you $1,000, would you invest in Bitcoin yourself?
If you gave it to me, and if that's what you wanted me to do with it. However, but if you gave me $1,000, I would probably, pay some bills.
You pay. I hear you, Whitney. I
Probably pay some bills.
hear you.
Give it to him, Devon.
If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really does help.
It really
Thanks.
does help. Please like and subscribe. It really does help. Let me see if I put that whole Trump video up. I think I may have. I hope I did. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. It's actually a really good video, too. I wish I would have put it up. Actually, I might add a whole thing in here. Let me go to my likes. I always do this. I jump out of place as soon as this show starts. If everybody could take one moment to hit the back button once. You see your thumbs up to your left. Smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. We need 333 thumbs up. Ripple founder why XRP will crush Bitcoin.
Of Bitcoin. We think Bitcoin has...
Ripple founder why XRP will crush Bitcoin.
Party. So what inspired you to start Ripple, and what does it really bring that Bitcoin doesn't?
Yeah. So obviously we love the idea of Bitcoin. We think Bitcoin has been successful, very successful in what it was designed to do. It was designed to be a global currency without the ability to be debased. So again, a currency without a counterparty. And that's great.
Okay.
So it's a great store of value. We think it's a great instrument that now does not rely on a central bank. So kind of mission accomplished. But there's a lot of also talk about kind of where this technology can go as far as being an internet for value.
Internet for value. Chris, please tell us more, sir.
Sort of a payments protocol. And what that really means is now for the first time, can you architect the exchange of value like we've been exchanging information? Kind of our view of the world is already connected through an information web. That's great. The last 20 years, that's what the world has figured out how to do. But when it comes to value exchange...
I think we have an issue. Is that the problem, Chris?
That's really still pre-internet. until now, until this double spend problem that Bitcoin was the first to solve was kind of figured out. You really could not have the exchange of value work like the exchange of information. And that's a huge cost to the world. So that if you can now have a value exchange, value web that works like our information web, layer that on top of the information web.
Layer that on top of the information web. And then what do you have then, Chris?
You flatten finance, you tremendously save costs globally, but more importantly, you raise the amount of commerce that can happen. There's so many parts of the world, Africa, China, and South America, that have access to the internet, the information web, but no ability to act on that information through like a value web.
Until now, until today. I'd like to welcome everybody to the evolution of money, the internet of value. This is what we're talking about. The greatest wealth is created by being an early investor in innovation. We're here to talk about technology and innovation and opportunities in this new asset class. On my good morning tweet, I said the word is in. The great wealth transfer set to begin. XRP, XLM, HODL, new asset class incoming. Good morning, bullish family. And this is actually a big moment right here. If you would have tweeted this tweet back in the day, where both of them on the same page, people would have been highly upset. Oh, XLM and XRP to the moon? All the haters, boom. See how I did that, Devon? Huh? You see how I did that? I think I messaged you up right there. I kind of messaged you up a little bit right there. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Let's get straight to the point. Kaspa founder is Yanni Somsky. When I looked this founder up from Kaspa, because I wanted to do the research on Kaspa, because in yesterday's live stream, Justin Crypto, who is an OG in cryptocurrency, said Kaspa is a hidden gem. The price right now is at 0.04 cent. If we go to the all, it actually had a pretty good run up as far as we're kind of at the all-time high now. If you go to the all, so this thing's had a nice little run. Good God, if you would have jumped on this thing when it got first listed on Uphold, when was the announcement for Uphold? This would have melted your portfolio big time. This thing is already like what, 10x, 3 zeros, 4x, 5x already. 0.04. It's actually a what, 22,000% since it launched. And this is Kaspa right here. And I found a video on Kaspa, and they talked about the Kaspa founder, and he has a pretty good resume. The Kaspa founder is a Harvard graduate. He also has a co-founder who's also a Harvard graduate. Received education from the University of Jerusalem, Canada, computer science engineering, has a PhD.
Let's go ahead and start with the current history. So right now, for the current history, Jonathan is now serving as the founder of Kaspa, of course.
Okay.
And you can actually see that on the Kaspa website right here.
Okay.
The founder, Jonathan 𝕬𝕤𝕤. So DAG Labs, which was the company that originally started the research for Kaspa before it eventually fair launched, it was founded also by Jonathan 𝕬𝕤𝕤 with the purposes of implementing the Ghost DAG protocol invented by Jonathan with his then PhD advisor, Professor 𝕤𝕤𝕒𝕒. And 𝕤𝕤𝕒𝕒 is like one of his top buddies, and he's behind a lot of the protocols with him because they worked together over the years. So
they worked together over the years, and we're talking about the Ghost DAG protocol, not the Ghost Dog protocol. That's what I first thought I said, Ghost Dog, if you guys remember that movie. But PhD advisory professor, 2 PhDs, advisors, professors back in Kaspa on Uphold 0.04.
So Jonathan started gaining a reputation within the cryptocurrency academic circle back in 2013 when he and Professor Zohar conceived the Ghost protocol, a protocol famous for being cited in the Ethereum white paper as a design goal. Jonathan currently holds a postdoctoral position at Harvard researching transaction ordering protocols and MEV. So currently, right now, he's the founder and developer of Kaspa, and he's currently also at Harvard studying what I just described there and just doing some researching, but mainly his focus is trying to develop Kaspa and finish the vision. So let's take a look at his past history, and his past history just gives him so much credibility and gives me so much confidence in Kaspa for the long term, mainly just
and
because
I actually linked this video within the description also right here. We're actually going to come back to this video in a moment because we got so much to talk about. But I actually did go through the listing on Uphold on Kaspa also. So I really like Uphold. Uphold is what, tier 1 exchange. Yeah, Ghost Dog, that's what I thought it was too. New Kaspa exchange listing Uphold, because we want to make sure that it is on a tier 1 exchange, which I consider Uphold tier 1 as far as we all can access Uphold really easy. A global multi-asset digital trading platform. New Kaspa, new listing on exchange, Uphold. I like Uphold. At launch, Kaspa coin will be classified. This categorized mean the users will be permitted to withdraw the coins to cold storage. However, users can purchase, sell, hold, sell, swap. The decision to integrate farther with Kaspa network will depend on the coin's performance and the user's interest. Uphold regular reviews integration roadmap every quarter and anticipate that Kaspa will be included in the near future. Please note Uphold maintains full transparency and respect to their liability and the reserves. They talk about Uphold right here. Uphold prominent multi-asset platform merging capabilities, cryptocurrency. It was affecting my 90-day fitness challenge that I'm stepping it up so I can crush them weights. You want some of that 90-day fitness challenge?
I've been doing that. This is like the 1,000-day challenge for me.
Oh, the 1,000-day fitness challenge for you? I don't know.
Started that like 6 months ago. Every month is a new 90-day challenge.
Well, I keep extending it. That's
yeah, health is wealth. You're supposed to.
I'm extending it. Health
It's
is
not
wealth.
just a month. You gotta work out and take care of your body every single day. It's a daily thing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It helps your mind, you know.
I think I hear somebody calling you.
Well, let me give you all
No,
some wisdom.
it's the Telcoin community. They want to know what happened to you.
What happened to me? I'm right here.
No, they
I
can't.
haven't gone anywhere.
They can't see you.
I haven't gone anywhere. I'm right here just like that. I'm waiting for Telcoin to explode.
Waiting. I don't know. The Telcoin community got pretty big now.
Yeah, of course. They're growing.
They're growing, but they're like, where's the queen? Where's the Tel Queen? Where's the Tel Queen?
The queen started it.
And now
the
you're.
queen started it, and then all the people under the queen need to, recruit people.
Now it's recruiting time.
Everything.
Oh, you can't
I'm
do it all.
throne waiting.
Oh, you're waiting. Uphold, Tel Queen in the building.
I do really want to make a Tel Queen video.
Oh, do you?
Bad. Like I'm really hoping I can make one today. Even if we do it together, it's just guys, the way they work people in America, it shouldn't be legal. I don't think it's legal.
Welcome to the real world.
I don't think it's legal.
That's true. What? Everybody knows that.
A week.
Okay.
You barely have time to shower and sleep. Yes.
You're not telling anybody here something that nobody doesn't know.
Works out there, we are being screwed by the government, big time.
That's what I was just showing them.
This cannot be legal. What I'm going through over here.
My
back is broke. My feet hurt. I go to sleep. I wake up and I gotta do it again. It's like my whole life. Your life passes you by, and all you do is live to work.
Are you talking about work, or are you talking about last night's events? Oh!
How do you get
just
some
joking.
wisdom? People who's out there working, they understand what I'm saying. They're working you can't believe you're at this job. They're underpaying you, overworking you. You're sleep deprived. Yeah.
Okay.
I just had to tell you all a little bit of what I'm going through. So that's why I've been MIA on YouTube and on Twitter, but I'm gonna try to squeeze it in even at work on my breaks here and there.
They want you to step around here so they can see you. They said step around so we can see you. We haven't seen you in so long.
Oh man, I'm wearing tights and a belly shirt. Y'all don't want to see me. I look too cute.
Oh, they definitely want to see you then. That's for sure.
Cute.
Yeah, you're definitely looking cute for sure. uphold. Thank you for
no problem.
I
I'm
think
gonna uphold the Stablecoin community.
I think you told the world, everybody we know, that they do take a big time advantage of you at work. They tax the hell out of your check.
Guys,
they make you pay for Social Security.
I've been working since I was 14. My dad owned a restaurant. And I worked for my dad from the age of 14. But the job I'm working now is on a whole nother level.
Now, was your dad paying you cash or was your dad paying you a check?
Oh man, cash. I was pulling it right out the register.
Okay, exactly. So now you see when Uncle Sam gets a hold of your check first, then you can't take that.
This job right here and every other job these days, man, for what they're paying you, they think they're paying you something great, but they're making you do like a 4-person job. You're doing a 4-person job.
Welcome to the real. You're explaining the real world.
And at work, I'm telling you, it's starting to get to me. Swear, it makes me so mad that I'm working for someone else and getting paid what I'm getting paid. And
that's you want to take it out on me.
No, not on you.
Take out your anger issues on me.
I want to come out with a book about how this is illegal. Like, I want to come out with a book.
It feels that way. It feels that way. It is. It
feels like, it's illegal.
That's one of the biggest issues
they
talk
the
about.
Rich get richer. Like, there's so many billionaires out there. But then there's people who are actually working. And people like me, if I was rich, man, I would help so many people and take care of people. Like, the rich people, are not like that these days.
Oh, no, hell no. Things are way different.
People that are working and barely getting by that have the good hearts and, gotta bust their ass and work hard. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's all backwards.
Yeah, it is all backwards. That's why I'm actually really trying to find this video that
See, you guys, I need to start a YouTube channel. Well, I already got one.
Oh, yeah,
I have like 2,000 subscribers, but I'm going to start bringing crypto news, but I'm also going to start bringing, the real, raw truth, too. I think
society.
I think people would like that. Of anything, whether it's crypto, what's going on in crypto, I think this person's copying this person. Drama, people love drama. I watch these drama shows all the time.
Okay.
They come out all the time, and I'm addicted to them. Reality TV. It's because the drama, it keeps you, entertained. You know, it's like entertainment.
Well, that might be entertainment for you, but it might not be entertainment for me.
And I'm going to cover, real world stuff. Crypto, non-crypto, work.
So you're saying you want to create some crypto drama.
Some real, raw truth of the world.
Or bring the truth into crypto.
Yes. Someone needs to speak up. And you guys know, I think I'm the perfect voice to speak up.
Yeah, you never know. That's for sure. You never know. You could be. I think I might have a picture of it pulled up in here somewhere.
You know how many people have copied CKJ?
Oh, Lordy, hold on. We're not going to go.
I'm joking.
Okay. Bam, that's 𝕊𝕝𝕒 right there. I pulled your picture up so they can at least see what you look like.
Yeah. I am. Hi.
And I don't consider copying. I consider more people that are into crypto. It makes the pie bigger.
It's a good thing when people look. That means they look up to you. You're inspiring people. That's a good thing. That's what you want to do is inspire people. That's
I'm here to inspire.
Exactly. So it doesn't mean copying. It means you inspire them enough to want to be like you. That's great.
Catnip said, 𝕊𝕝𝕒, the next Alex Jones. I like what BitBoy was there. BitBoy would come out there with the rants. What was he saying? I'm trying to save crypto. I've been here the whole time. You guys left, and I've been here the whole time.
Oh God, that scene. That's funny. That's like the scene of the year. Yeah.
The scene of the year.
What he's talking about.
No, for real.
Yeah, I'm on one of my little rants today, guys. That's because I'm getting ready for work, so.
Yeah, I guess
I had to vent to someone.
Yeah, that was 𝕊𝕝𝕒's work rant. So work is not fair.
I was thinking about on my breaks going live on YouTube so I can just vent it out so I can go back into work happy.
Maybe that's why people like talking about it. It gets it off their chest.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, guys. I hope you all have a great Wednesday.
Well, how about this? Let's take a vote real quick because I'm banking that.
I hope we all become millionaires so we don't have to work anymore.
Is there anybody out there right now that's super excited to be at their job and they're loving their job? It's like, wow, I love this job. Please,
if they do,
identify
I want
yourself.
A job that I love too, honestly.
I don't think it's my.
I can think of a few things that I would really, really love, but it's like. You know, their jobs, of course, that are way extreme. Like, no, I was thinking about if I was like a flight attendant, I would be a perfect flight attendant. I would fly across the world. I was talking to this lady the other day, and she's like, your family could come, your children, you see all these different countries, and you stay at these hotels. Like
flight attendant. What movie did I see that off of?
That's from Blow. Where do you work?
Okay. No, okay.
I work up there. They fly back and forth, you know.
Oh, Lordy, the flight attendant.
Now, I'm not going to be a flight attendant, you know, for any baggage or carrying. I'm just saying, that would be a cool job.
Work sucks. Everybody's saying the same thing, Auto Model. There's not one person in here that's going to say, oh, I love my job.
We need to start something.
That's why it's called a job. It's work sucks. And then they tax the hell out of you. They want to tax you for Social Security.
Oh, my God. The taxes, guys. My check was so high, and them taxes were like $500.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I almost passed out. I called HR. I called HR because I thought it was like illegal what they did.
You thought it was illegal?
$500, like
it's not illegal. It's legal to them.
I know. It's so hard to believe. Anyway,
Jason T. McNair says he paints planes for a living.
Oh, paints. Oh, that's kind of cool though.
A paint painter. Plane painter. So I say that 3 times fast. A plane painter.
Plane painter.
A plane painter.
No, that's actually a really cool job, though, it sounds like.
Oh, we got somebody that does love what they do. Jason T. McNair says, I love what I do.
Some people, there are good jobs. That's why they say, you know, make sure you love what you do, like for work. If you love it, you know.
Shane Sullivan says, good morning.
Hey, Shane.
Jason T. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕤𝕤 Catnip says, hell no. Or XRP Rude Boy says, work sucks.
Yeah, work sucks, guys. What can we do?
𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕤, I quit my job and start my own business.
Look, I'm banking on crypto, guys.
Okay, I think we're all banking on crypto.
We're banking on crypto over here, and I don't care about anyone else, but the bullish family, I am manifesting it every day that we wake up rich.
Okay.
Where we can go on our job and say what the heck we want to say to them, goodbye.
And cuss them out and go.
Yes.
That's your game plan.
Be on our way. Be on the next flight out of here.
Well, you better keep buying.
The bullish family, I'm manifesting it. We are going to be crypto millionaires one day. You got to speak it into existence and believe it. Every single day, say that to yourself.
That what?
I am going to be rich.
Okay.
Crypto is going to take off and make me rich.
Okay. I am going to be rich. Crypto is going to take off and make us rich.
As one of your affirmations. Put it on a sticky note and put it right on your bathroom mirror. So every day when you go in your bathroom every morning, you look at that and you read that.
Okay.
And then you're speaking that into existence.
And you should say it in the morning?
The morning, night, evening, whenever you think about it.
And before bed also?
Whenever.
Whenever, at all times?
That's the rant of the day. Anyway,
rant of the day.
Y'all have a good day.
Oh,
and I'll talk to y'all later.
Thank you for your time, Hollow Model. I might make some clips out of that. Hollow Model. I guess, you know, one thing I explained to her about the work world. The work world, nobody, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of jobs, when you first start a job, you're like, oh, okay, this job is okay. But really, I don't think people are like, oh, I love this job. Like, I'm so excited. Yes, this job, this is the best job. That's why I call it a job. It's like, you know, we all rather be on the beach in Hawaii, or we all rather be here somewhere else. And then Hollow Model about fell out when they hit her even harder. I don't know if they increased Social Security tax or what, but she like fell out. Like, oh my God, what's this? I'm like, Social Security tax, which, you know, depending on what state you live in, guys, basically like in Florida, you guys don't have state and federal tax. So, like, yeah, in our state we live in, they got state and federal tax, but in some states you pay tax in the store. Official, it is illegal, it's slavery, anyone takes your labor without paying you. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. You know, one thing I see a lot of people saying about they work for themselves. You know, there is nothing like working for yourself, but then people don't understand when you work for yourself, you like really work 24 hours a day. There's kind of like, even though you make your own hours, it's like when you're off, you're still thinking about your job, you're still thinking about ways to make it better. So shout out to who said they own a food truck? Jason loves his job. I paint airplanes. Where's my food truck guy? Because I work at my dad's restaurant. Jesus. What kind of restaurant is that, Jesus? XRP Rude Boy says he owns his own business, so he works a lot. Oh, OG Crypto Jazz, where can we locate that food truck, bro? We want to come there and eat. Hold on, model stopped on through for us. We got Gabe right here, guys. Do your own research. Okay, we actually watched that video right here. Let me see. Let me go back to my likes. Hold on, model threw my show off a little bit now. Okay, Todor Jones. I bought some Bitcoin immediately after watching this on principle alone, says John Denton 20 hours ago. John Denton 20 hours ago says he bought more Bitcoin once he seen this.
I just can't get on the... I can't be in something that where Mr. Bitcoin is about to go down big. I just can't get on the... I can't be in something that where Mr. Bitcoin is about to go down big.
Now, is this guy always bashing Bitcoin, or was he ever a Bitcoin bull, or was he just a pure Bitcoin hater? As far as Jim Cramer, he says Bitcoin might about to go down, but John Deaton says I bought some more Bitcoin after watching this. And that's kind of the way it goes, right? Sometimes when they create the FUD, when FUD comes out, that means the price is about to go up. So, let's check the charts on the top. Kaspa right now, we're going to come back to the Kaspa because I did do the research on that, but I am kind of curious on Bitcoin in the top 10 as far as the total market cap right now. Xron says XRP for life. Okay, so Michigan. My mom is from Michigan. My mom used to always talk about Michigan growing up. In Detroit, Michigan, junk food and friends. Oh, we got to come. I'm going to go live from there. Junk food and friends. Thank you, Bullish Family and CKJ and Hollow Model. If anybody is in the Saginaw, Michigan, and Detroit area, make sure you stop by Junk Food and Friends. Well, junk food, that sounds like it'd be a perfect time around my dinner time. Now I'm just messing with you. Bitcoin right now, guys, is at 26,000 and trending. Bitcoin trending 26,000. Ethereum is at 1,500. That's not bad on Ethereum. You remember Ethereum was 300, 600, 900. You guys remember that? BNB, $4, 205. Can't beat that. You know, I always see the prior prices. XRP, they were like almost 10 cents. Oh, now we're 48 cents. That's kind of on fire. But people want to see more of a fire. Solana, $21. Holding 20. That's not bad. 88, top 10. Dogecoin, top 10. Tron is in the top 10. Matic, 50 cents. Polkadot, $3. Bitcoin Cash, oh, top gainer, 212. I'm hearing a lot of noise about Chainlink lately. That's the theme of today's show. The Bullish family is the best family in crypto, and much love to all. Chainlink made a big Swift announcement. Is Chainlink gonna go to the moon or what? Should we get some more Chainlink catnip? I love that name. Junk Food and Friends. I love that name too. Bam. Avalanche could be a big deal. Stellar 23. Spot 23 XLM. I got a video where they're saying XRP is going to 540 and I'm going to say XLM is going to 240. So I'm actually going to get to them videos to show you guys what I mean. Let's speed this up because I actually always accidentally skip over these videos. Uphold, Kaspa, Justin Crypto. Justin Crypto's not even here, is he? Here's Justin Crypto's Twitter. He's a crypto OG since 2011. He was the one that was super bullish on Kaspa yesterday, and I did write it down that I was going to do the research on Kaspa. Oh, I have just created a Discord. So Justin Crypto created a Discord also. Make sure you guys check out Justin Crypto's Discord. Bam. That's what we do, OG Jazz. We take care of each other for sure. We're going to be lining up, bro. OG Crypto, you're a legend. John Denton said, I bought more Bitcoin. When they start hating on the price of Bitcoin, he buys more. Oh, we got another episode of Crypto Convos. Our lucky day. We need to represent day, coffee mug, shirts, and sweatshirt day. Going blind, I think that's a very good idea, bro. A Bullish Family Mug Day. Bullish Family Mugs up. I like to make a toast to all the crypto pioneers out there that's living life day to day, struggling at their job, doing what they got to do to get by, to provide for their family and feed their kids and take care of their family. And that one day, the decisions we make and the seeds we plant in cryptocurrency will be life-changing. Salute to financial freedom. Guess what? 𝕊𝕝𝕟𝕤𝕤 was right about one thing about manifestation. I truly believe that. We are going to manifest greatness. Tell him, Devon. BitBoy Hit Network. The Lambo. That's so funny. That's not funny.
What's good? It's your boy 𝕤𝕤𝕟𝕚𝕚 the Soul Lifter, chilling right here at Ponce City Market in hot Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. This is kind of a good take to let you know that crypto is getting all around the world. Whether you're going to, Beverly Hills or you in hot Atlanta, it don't matter.
And we're about to interview some people with Crypto Convos.
Okay, let's do it. Episode 2.
We're having Crypto Convos. So we want to ask you a little bit about cryptocurrency. Do you know anything about it?
Do you know anything about crypto?
Yeah, I used to trade Forex.
Really?
Okay, you used to trade Forex. Talk about shocker.
Yeah, so
I think I remember seeing this one now.
About crypto.
Oh, really?
I was trading NASDAQ, SPX 500, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? AUD, USD was one of my favorites.
Good guy. He's spitting pairs and everything. Tell him, teach us something.
Around those times.
All right, so are you still in it, or you still what's your current state in cryptocurrency right now?
I actually fell back from it because I took a major L.
Major L. He being honest, that's for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a loss in crypto. Trust me, I was rich once, back to poor basically. Well, when I say poor, it's like basically, made a hell of a lot of money in cryptocurrency as far as like when our 100K challenges were peaking. Now, basically, most of them are worth around $2,000 per 100K challenge. Some of them are worth $40,000. Now, $2,000 to $40,000 is a big difference. But, I don't know if I would say loss. I would say consolidating for the next run.
But I'm about to hop right back in it because I got my confidence back.
Okay, you got your confidence back.
You know what I'm saying? I learn about my risk management and things of that nature. You feel me?
Okay.
Especially with my lot sizes, I was going a little too big with my lot sizes, but now risk management. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Learn risk management in cryptocurrency.
So cool. So you feel like the risk management now you'll be more so prepared for this next time you go around. Yeah, for sure. Do you feel like cryptocurrency would take over regular banking and everything like that?
Eventually.
Like, why do you think that?
Cause I just feel like
He's got to say cash is trash.
Like paper money is dying.
I'm like psychic almost.
So I'm saying like there's way more digital than there is physical. You feel me? It's like,
that's for sure. Where's my crypto cards at?
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I just honestly feel that way.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, well, thanks, brother. I appreciate you giving us that knowledge. I love that chain you got on. 9 is my life number, bro. Mine too. It is.
Coinbase Visa card.
Oh, man, that's crazy. That's what's up, bro. Good to meet
Crypto.com card. Crypto.com card.
What's good? It's your boy 𝕤𝕤𝕟𝕚𝕚 the Soul Lifter. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I am a music producer. I am a video producer. I am a
Uphold card.
Right now, I'm working at
Uphold card.
right in Atlanta, Georgia.
Let me move this thing out the way.
Crypto is the
this is my Robinhood card. No wonder.
Eventually, it may take over.
I was going to say, I know I didn't have an Uphold card. It's my Robinhood card.
The ability to go anywhere in the world and spend that currency, that money anywhere, and not have to do no paperwork or anything like that. I think that's gonna be the wave. You know what I'm saying? You have to trade in your dollars to get the, you go to get some pesos or whatever. You got cryptocurrency. You be able to spend that money that way. So I think it's the future.
It's the future. I agree.
Have you ever heard of cryptocurrency?
No. I've heard
Oh, never? You about to learn something today. Teach her something.
of it, but I haven't used it.
Oh, she heard of it.
It's nice to have the flexibility, but it scares me a little bit because I don't know where this money is. I don't know who's
Scare money don't make no money.
taking care of it. I don't know how to manage it. And if I can't see it or if I can't manage it, I don't know.
That was the biggest question, like when I used to tell people about crypto too, as far as like tangible. Like, people are used to having something tangible. Tangible means you can touch it. Like, if you explain internet money, it's like they can't touch it, so they want to be able to hold it. But then when you start doing the research and you understand what decentralization is and how it operates, you understand that, well, not your keys, not your cheese, but with your keys, your crypto can be safe.
Well, you'll be able to manage it because they have blockages that they have to where they take all of the the transactions and everything like that, who's the money going to, where it's coming from, where the money is, so you can be able to check it that way as well. So it's kind of a
You're still looking a little skeptical. She got the I'm skeptical face right now, as far because she doesn't understand what it is.
Flexibility, like you said.
No, I think I'm willing to try because things are changing. You know, with I don't have to actually feel the product before I actually buy it. So maybe that's where we are. You know, we don't have to actually, you know, you buy stuff on the internet, and that's what.
I think that's where we are though, because it's amazing. Like for example, yesterday I think 𝕤𝕝𝕟𝕚𝕝 wanted to go to the mall and go shopping. Good Lord Almighty, yes. Talk about time consuming. Anyway, that place be like empty. It's amazing how empty the mall is now, and people are really confident when buying products just over the internet. You don't see the product, you don't see the shoes you're buying or the shirt, or a lot of people are just getting used to making purchases. Matter of fact, you most likely make the purchase on the internet. You never seen the dollar that you purchased it with because your dollar went from your bank to them. So you never even touched the money. Official DeLorean. Does that say DeLorean? Official DeLorean vlogs. Official D. Ron. That could be right. Official DeLorean. Good morning, my brother. Is this up in here? Or is this like a delay? Or did that already come past? No, let me see. What's going on here? I believe it's a super chat. Official DeLorean Vlogs with the super chat. Thank you big time for the support for the channel, my brother. I appreciate that. It helps out in a very big way. In a very big way. Tell them Operation Shutdown, nacho keys, nacho cheese. And guys, make sure you subscribe and check out. You got that light flashing over there. I don't know if you put that bulb in loose or what you did over there. Crypto convos. Yeah, let's get to that part. Make sure you guys subscribe to Crypto Convos. Link in the description. Let's get to... We'll switch these around and we'll get to this one first. I don't know if you guys seen my brother 007 XRP yet. He says, XRP is my sweet cherry pie. 540. Rating your high. We're going to get to that, locados. So, if you guys haven't seen 007 yet, I like his little setup, what he got going on here. This reminds me of when I first started in crypto. Oh, it's 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚. Did I get it right that time? 𝕝𝕚𝕟 Vlogs. You got a YouTube channel or something? It says Vlogs. What do you be doing? Let us know. Fill us in. Welcome to the Bulls family. XRP Sweet Cherry Pie. Get him, 007.
This is Rob with the XRP 007 channel coming to you from beautiful Venice Island. Another gorgeous day down at the beach. 5 out of 5. I'm wearing my XRP cufflinks because I'm feeling it. And I'm actually having an impromptu black tie event. Literally, I was checking through all my ties and I said, I own a black tie. I don't think I've ever worn it before, but I thought, hey, I will throw it on. Man, I hope someone doesn't call me. I got 14 minutes and 13 seconds to get this video out because I'm...
He said he got some XRP cufflinks, and this is 007 XRP. This is 007 XRP. You guys may not have seen him, may have seen him. Is anybody familiar with 007? And he says that XRP is going to 540, and I'm kind of curious.
I'm having one of those kind of crazy days. The title of this episode, you're going to like it. XRP is my sweet cherry pie.
Okay.
$540 XRP. Why? I am banking on it. Watch this video to the end.
Okay. Please tell us why 007.
Get you fired up. Anybody remember that band from the 80s? Warrant. What a great band and what a hot video. Comment down below. And so anyway, and again, by the way, I am having so much fun. Anybody feels like they're like me and they're feeling a little economic pinch and they wouldn't mind having a little passive income stream, you can contact me down below in the comments if you're interested in my Passive income program's got a threshold of $50. That ain't a bad thing. And I was kind of thinking about it. They'll sit there and rationalize things. I watch a lot of sailing YouTube channels, and they all have Patreons that people support them for putting out their video, right? So in a way you can think of it as like a $50 Patreon, but it doesn't go to me, it goes to you, and it keeps, and so you're the benefactor of that. That's just one way to rationalize it, right? And speaking of which, I do want to give a shout out to a couple of folks I had the privilege, and indeed it was mine, to speak over since in the last 24 hours. Donna up in Toronto, Mike up in the Windy City, you are a legend as well. He's been holding a long time. He's got 5 kids, unbelievable. And also David up in Fargo, North Dakota, just got off the phone with him, and Jay in the great state of Texas.
I hope the 007 give you the goodies on a 540 yet. This actually reminds me. This reminds me of how I started my channel too, because I did start videos in the car also. Pickle. I started the same way, guys, when I started making YouTube videos in the car like this, and I would make them exactly like this every day.
Shout out to you all. So anyway, and super excited to have you guys hopping aboard, the ones that are hopping aboard. Kind of add everything up. You're working more than half of the year. He really used the term, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use it as indentured servant. It's the politically correct way to phrase that. But as an indentured servant here in the U.S., you have to work a minimum of 6 months indentured to let all these politicians pay for whatever they want to spend money, throw money around like drunken sailors, before you actually get to feed your own family. And it's probably a lot more than that, because
he's kind of talking about the same thing that ℙ𝕝𝕉 was talking about, as far as like the pay that comes out of your check, and as far as the elected politicians only work 6 months out of the year. I remember I used to be into that big time when I worked at the law office and I was a paralegal. I was like, man, these representatives only work 6 months of the year. They get 6 months off, and then they get a company card. They get like a $10,000 a year food voucher card, rental voucher, flight voucher. I mean, you guys, elected officials got it made, like unbelievably made.
A lot of people there in the 50%.
But I guess the thing is, you got to run for office, but then I guess maybe it's not what you know, it's who you know, so they don't just let anybody in the door. That's why I think it's a big thing with Trump getting in office, because he's not really funded by them. He's funding his own campaign.
35% tax bracket, state taxes, property taxes, which are every single year, your license tag, your car tag, it goes on and on, the price of gas. Gas is taxed, your food is taxed. Reoccurring other stuff that they tax, the power bill is taxed.
It's a good thing ℙ𝕝𝕉's not hearing all this. This might really set her off. He's talking about how everything is taxed. We were just talking about this.
On and on and on. It's a vicious cycle, which makes me really want to live off the grid, baby. My own power, my own water. Even my water here I call liquid gold on the island. I kid you not. All right, now, AI is here. Got down to the last little bit. See how much I got left.
Okay, AI is here.
Surfing and watching my video. I'm just kidding. I was looking at other videos. Western Union popped up with an ad in my YouTube talking about how it's fast and send to any bank almost instantly. How do you think they're doing that? Can you say XRP?
Okay, so is he referencing Western Union? He's seen a Western Union commercial and he says fast to any bank, and so he believes that that's XRP?
We'll keep you posted. You know that MoneyGram was an XRP partner because of the lawsuit. They had to detach that. I think Western Union does have a Ripple partnership. Comment down below if I am incorrect or correct, either way. But yeah, and then what was that ad that used to be back, I don't know, like the 90s or 80s, and we go, what's in your wallet? Who was that? Was that Discover Card or someone like that? XRP, that's what's in our wallet. That's what's in my wallet.
Okay.
Kid talking about other tokens, the big tail wagging the dog. He does see a blow off top for Bitcoin to happen in July of 2024. Mark that down on the calendar, and I'll talk about that more in the future. Some stuff I'll say again. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face because it makes me happy to read this, just to remind myself, and nice thing to remind you guys too. A shared post of Edu Farina says, "Great reset could be now." The video. I did get the guy's name. I'm going to look him up. I know his name now. Between now and the end of 2023, great reset will happen. If that does happen, we'll find out. Not that long. That's less than 90 days. Unbelievable. Now we have October 14th. That answer, that there is some significance to that. And then there's other stuff. You know, today is actually a holiday. So I'll let you guys know. What a pretty number. Worth repeating. Banker's father said MasterCard convention said November will be greatness for XRP. November is just right around the corner, man. I'm hoping for a great November.
So he's saying also there's going to be a great November for XRP. And I believe he's just doing the same thing I used to do. Actually, I used to take notes on cards and I would talk about it during my live. But I want to get to the part where he highlights the 540 per XRP.
November's a special month for me. Quote of the day goes to Amelia, or also known as Crypto Barbie over on Twitter. I always refer to.
Oh, Crypto Barbie. Okay, interesting. Maybe he's going off her quote. Her quotes are pretty bullish.
To her as the girl with cute lips. Her profile is just the little red emoji lips. So that's what I refer to. She says XRP will unlock 27 trillion in money sitting in banks, and people are still wondering if XRP will hit 4 and 5 digits. Now let's do math on this. Have a little fun. Get out your calculator. Go smile and figure out how you might.
Are you ready to get out your calculator, guys? 007, give it to him. So he said he went off of Crypto Barbie. She said that XRP will unlock 27 trillion. That sounds like my tweet from a few days ago. But pretty much that's what BlackRock has been saying for quite some time, that Ripple will unlock 27 trillion dollars that's trapped in pre-funded accounts.
Invest. So your profits, if you will be in profits with XRP. The Nostros Vostros accounts is what sits idle with Swift. That's to the tune of 12 trillion. And by the way, that's to the tune of 27 trillion. And what I have 12 down here is easy math. A trillion is 12 zeros.
Okay.
1 plus 12 zeros. So billion is 1 plus 9 zeros. So
okay.
You take 12 trillion, divide it by 1 billion, 100 billion XRP. My mistake. 12 trillion divided by 100 billion XRP to give you the price of XRP. If it were to move that amount of money, that's a $270 XRP.
He broke that down big time, actually. If you kind of think about it right there at the end, I'm going to have the clip of that. That's why I should have basically had the clip start, where he basically broke it all the way down for the 27 trillion with the Vostro accounts and the supply of XRP being 100 billion. Depending on what fluctuates, it will give you a 240 XRP or a 540 XRP.
Now, my humble opinion, we got 50% locked up in escrow. I don't think we see the light of day. So that gives you can just basically just cut that and double that amount. So now you're looking with a 50 billion XRP. Say hello to a $540 XRP.
Did he break that down, or did he break that down? For those that might have missed it, or maybe the volume was low, basically he did the 27 trillion locked up in Vostro accounts. He divided that by no needed for pre-funded accounts. He divided that by the 50 billion that's still locked up in the escrow, the Ripple escrow. Because first he came out with a 240 per XRP valuation, but then he said there's still 50 billion XRP locked up in escrow. So that would give it a 540 because of the escrow. Interesting right there. Interesting scenario right there. Oh, Pickle is bullish. Yeah, Pickle is always bullish. Good morning, good one. Oh, shout out to XRP 007. That's another reason. I guess I'll let the cat out the bag on this show too. Is I kind of wanted to show you guys to make sure you know who XRP 007 was, because I'm about to have him on the show. And I guess I shouldn't have said that. You know, I should have had him on first and then let the cat out the bag. But I kind of wanted to show you guys who he was, so when he comes on the show, you are familiar with him. But I think a few people said they are familiar with XRP 007. But I like how he has like a little car set up with the suit and tie and all that. And sometimes you'd be like seeing palm trees behind him. You know, I love the palm trees. Good one. Sounds like Akon Bear. I remember Akane Bear.
Yesterday I spoke about that other slice. That was
the other slice. And also, guys, I'm going to give love to one more OG in cryptocurrency, where love is due.
I remember way back. You ain't have no swag.
What?
You did a little research.
My ear is burning
now
up
you got a
today.
moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with digital assets, we hodl and we trade. And when we do hodl, we make sure it's on a cold storage wallet so we have full access to our funds and no one else, okay?
Blockchain Monkeys done got 2 levels cooler, didn't he? Now he got like the sunshades on. Shout out to Blockchain Monkeys.
You're talking about the decent wallet here. The link is in the description. The most easy and safe hardware wallet, enhanced crypto protection, built on the highest security standards.
Anybody use a decent wallet?
What is going on, Blockchain Monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. First of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give you my opinion. So today, we are coming in hot on Ripple, XRP, and Zenfin XDC. And ladies and gentlemen, what is happening over there at Chase Bank? As a matter of fact, what is happening with a host slew of banks right now? Are they integrating ISO 222 as we speak underneath the surface? You know what? Before we can even get to it, I'm gonna need you to rub them hands together real vigorously and slide down Twitter. Coming in hot from Mr. Man XRP, back in 2019, a document written by an Asian team states that crypto assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum operate outside jurisdiction, while meanwhile you have assets such as XRP being recognized as part of a formal system.
That was a super gem right there. In 2019 document written about crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum that operate out of jurisdiction, while we have XRP, like DAI said on his video today, is the only regulated digital asset across the planet, XRP. What do I always say? Protein 40. That pickle is super bullish. Shout out to Blockchain Monkeys, legendary dude. If you guys, link in the description on Blockchain Monkeys video. Also, OG and cryptocurrency. Here go Kaspa's Twitter. The way you can find Kaspa's Twitter, or the way you can find any information when you're doing research on a token. Say, for example, you go to CoinMarketCap. You can actually look up the token like we were doing the research on Kaspa. Justin Crypto says that this will be the new Ethereum. And he was super bullish on it. So you can pull up on CoinMarketCap here. You can check the data. You can go to the all here. You can see the price. The only thing is, this thing has had a hell of a run up already since it landed. I mean, because we started at 0.00002. Good God. So if you would have got on the 7th month in 2022, your portfolio will be on fire right now. I guess that's why we got to step our game up with finding some hidden gems, so we can make sure our portfolios continue to melt. So then on Kaspa right here, you can go over here, see the total supply, the market cap, the information, the website, the Twitter, the Reddit. And I actually went to their Twitter here because I like to see, you know, it's not important that they're active on Twitter, but it's kind of good to see if they're active on Twitter, I guess. They got 90,000 followers. Kaspa is based on Ghost Dog Protocol, which is a generalization of Bitcoin consensus. It's aimed to be the fastest and purest proof of work consensus engine. DYKY. Our Kaspa developer contributions are growing each month, and this is a post they put out yesterday. Currently, we have 17 developers working on Kas Network. 17 developers. I remember there was a time there was only, 3 developers at Ripple? David Schwartz, 𝕝𝕚𝕚, maybe just 2 developers. No, hold on, 3. Ryan Fugger, right? Ryan Fugger, David Schwartz, and 𝕝𝕚𝕚. So 3. Look what 3 turned into. So now they got 17 developers working on Kas. That's almost 20 people. That's not bad. 2 specializing in DevOps support, 12 actively developing, and Rusty Kaspa and Kaspa developer community is global, USA, Canada, and show more. So Kaspa is a pretty big deal. And you guys seen the founder is from Harvard PhD. Bulls fan #1, no doubt about it. You guys see that right there. And I think I almost went through all these tweets, except we're going to go through like 2 more, and then we're going to get out of here in a few minutes. Oh, what up, Super Crypto Girl? This clip is from 2020, when Paul Tudor Jones woke up and started stacking Bitcoin. The fiat price was around 9K per coin. One of the greatest investors in the past couple of decades saw Bitcoin as a hedge to the fiat system. He endorsed Bitcoin again today. So we're talking about Paul Tudor Jones. Let's see what he had to say then.
The great monetary inflation happened, and that made me begin to think about how do you want to be positioned in your portfolio going forward. So,
Super Crypto Girl, how do you want to be positioned in your portfolio going forward? What's your top 3 picks?
that's really what tripped my interest in Bitcoin. And you have to realize, if you just think about, say, Bitcoin versus cash, right? Bitcoin, when I think of stores of value, I think of it 4 ways: purchasing power, trustworthiness, liquidity, and portability.
Okay.
That's kind of the categories I put it in. So when it comes to trustworthiness, Bitcoin's 11 years old. There's very little trust in it. We're watching the birthing of a store of value, and whether that succeeds or not, only time will tell.
No, you guys know who Paul Tudor Jones is, right? He's a billionaire. He just said we're watching the birth of a new asset class. Even though he's talking about Bitcoin at the moment, I think it's in this entirety as the crypto ecosystem. Like Super Crypto Girl says, you better get your XRP, your XLM, and your Quant. And Blockchain Monkeys buys Quant with his bad hand. You guys remember that one song? I buy Quant with my bad hand.
What I do know is that every day that goes by and Bitcoin survives, the trust in it will go up. If you take
that's a good
cash,
point.
On the other hand, and you think about it from a purchasing power standpoint.
Okay.
If you own cash in the world today, you know your central bank has an avowed goal of depreciating its value 2% per year. So you have, in essence, a wasting asset in your hands. So Bitcoin, I think it's a great speculation. I've got something between 1 and I think just over 1% of my assets in Bitcoin. Maybe it's almost 2.
Good God, so hold up. We're talking billionaire who says he has 1% of his assets in Bitcoin. Bitcoin at the time was $9,000. He crushed it because Bitcoin is what, 25,000 right now, and depending on when this was, 2020. I'm not sure when Bitcoin went to 69,000, but he's still on fire as of right now. ISO 20022 tokens. I'm with you on that, Super Crypto Girl. So basically, Paul Tudor Jones says yes, he was bullish on Bitcoin at 9. He actually says something really interesting there. Like, you know, each day the cryptocurrency is around, it shows, like, for example, they say, oh, XRP has been here 10 years now, right? Each day the crypto is here, it gains more trust. If you hold cash, he says cash loses 2% of its value every year in the bank from inflation. And that's true. That's kind of a good point right there. Bitcoin mindset right there. This would have been good to show in the beginning, not now. Take a glimpse into the future. A remarkable robot crafts the perfect hot dog. Crypto. OG Crypto Jazz. Don't look at this, bro. You don't want to see how they got the machine. They got the food truck machine now that pulls up. Matter of fact, it drives itself to the site. There's not even a driver or a cook. OG Crypto Jazz said, don't say that, bro. So it's a Tesla food truck. It drives to the location with no driver, and it starts cooking hot dogs, and there's nobody in there. It's complete AI. What up, Alan? Good to see you. Good morning. Just having a little fun. Great, get out of here in a few minutes. Showing some underscore crypt with your big toe. We live, bro. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to the #1 crypto show on the planet. We go live on this channel every single day. I've been here since 2017, hands down the biggest calls in crypto. Ask Devon NRG, he'll tell you. Ask Deshaun Goodwin, he'll tell you. Ask Father Allen. The moon.
You see, all 3 men had understood.
Plain and simple.
Ignite.
Goodwin just told you. Yes, sir. BuLLZiLLa calls, you see what ignites. Afra is becoming a leader in Bitcoin innovation. No smartphone to send or receive Bitcoin.
Install private key Java card. This is a Java card, SIM overlay Java card. But the good thing with this is that technically a user can then store private keys on this ℕ𝕚𝕟𝕤 and then sign Bitcoin transactions, right? Generate Bitcoin addresses, all the good stuff. So what is the missing piece is providing it with a GSM interface. So
I wonder what's the difference of like a Bitcoin maxi who never heard of Ripple or XLM, or does a Bitcoin maxi hear about Bitcoin and XLM or XRP and they say, oh, well, I'm still a Bitcoin maxi? Or does eventually a person say, okay, why don't I diversify? Well, I think Bulls Queenie B answered that. She said no matter what, XRP all the way. Tell him, Bulls Queenie B.
since the current interface is NFC, my future phone does not have NFC. So once I put a GSM interface on this, what will happen?
Oh, I gotta be careful with that music. I didn't realize that. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys this because actually I'll tell you why in our Telegram group. Mucinex. Has anybody ever tried Mucinex? Does that stuff work? Not that I'm saying there's an issue, but it says it's like a lung detox. Because you know I'm trying to get my voice to sound like $1 million. So if I give that a try, will it work, Father Allen? As far as they call it the Mucinex lung detox. I'm not a financial advisor or a doctor. I'm just going across the information that we got here. Oh, that's a pretty good clip right here. Bitcoin accepted here. She pays for the Bitcoin for her coffee at the beach with the baby. Coffee, Bitcoin. So you basically can hold a baby and still pay for your coffee with crypto. Cash is trash. Welcome to the future. ℚ𝕚𝕝. Oh, you can't change a Maxi's mind, animal. No Mucinex, you're better off blending up a whole lemon and blueberry and drinking it. Well, I'll try that. I'll try that model. Very easy hydroponics. You're saying take a whole lemon and a blueberry and mix it all up? I might want to give that a try. Okay, you seen the Bitcoin clip right there. Stuart Arley, I think we covered it. Oh, the Chad Stinger, R3/4. They're arguing about this. This is going to be the last one we're going to show. We're going to get out of here. R3/4 settler, which shows the hooks into an XRP Oracle alongside Swift. Whoa. This Chad, he be finding all kind of good stuff. Import quarter R3 XRP Oracle service. He's saying there's a connection there. And ISO jumped on there. Swiss Central Bank uses R3/4 DLT for CBDC3 and R3/4 settlement with XRP. Let's work it out with love. I like that name. Let's work it out with love. That's the person's name. Says, let's work it out with love. My dad works at Boeing and makes $250,000 a year. Now, does your dad know anything about H-bar? Because isn't H-bar a Boeing partner? I'm definitely going to give you a ring today, Alan. We got a few things to talk about. Local honey and good whiskey and lemon and warm it up. That was kind of remind. What was me and Hadamar was watching something the other day. The guy was like 90 years old and he was drinking something. And I was like, man, maybe alcohol does clear your system or something. Because you be saying like these older guys drink. And I'm like, because I don't really drink like that. But I'm like, maybe a drink every once in a while maybe cleans their system or something. Because I don't know how you make it to 90 and still be drinking. But anyway, as Swift embraces blockchain as well. As Ripple is trying to take over Ripple is taking over global payments, Swift and banks that are currently the dominant global payment providers will be integrating the Quarter technology to test network. R3/4 companies that are linked to Ripple, who utilize XRP cryptocurrency. R3 provides DLT. Quarter utilizes that technology to settle payments in fiat and currency, with the first crypto being used as XRP. And very easy hydroponics, Father Allen says R3, XDC as well. Projects like Ripple and R3 are working with traditional banks to bring greater efficiency to the sector. They're looking to decentralize systems on a smaller scale than public blockchains by connecting financial institutions to the same ledger in order to increase efficiency in transactions. I'm loving the way that sounds. R3 will work with them all. XRP, XLM, XTC, and HBAR. Father Allen, way to go on that. What's today? Oh, Wednesday. Okay. I had to make sure it wasn't Thursday. Lordy.
Is as an FMI, we need central bank digital currency.
Okay.
Today, an FMI settles in central bank money for good reasons, to make sure that we reduce risks and counterparty risk and have a bankruptcy remote assets for settlement. We don't have that today. So in our case, we're using tokenized Swiss franc and tokenized euro, which is things that we create based on cash that hits our account at the Swiss National Bank, and then we tokenize SDX. So there's an exposure to us. The good news there, in Switzerland at least, is that we will be starting with real life transactions in CBDC by the end of the year, meaning that the Swiss National Bank will be the entity deploying Swiss franc in tokenized form, so CBDC, on our infrastructure for settlement. So that's a barrier that is lifted. It's going to be a 6-month trial to start with, but it's promising, and I think other central banks are looking at that, and I think it's really important, at least for FMIs, to play.
They just said we're going full tokenization, Miss J Kills. I'm just trying to get my voice to sound like we're going for the blockchain backer voice. Blockchain backer voice.
And the last one is mindset. I think this is such a paradigm shift that it's very difficult for most people in our industry to comprehend what I've just explained in my first response, the potential of that technology. Because we're so used to what we do today that we sometimes tend to not be open or able to look at what the potential could be in a very open-minded way. And I think that's...
that's so true. So many people are so small-minded and they don't have the right mindset to see what's coming in the innovation and the evolution of money. And they're going to miss that opportunity.
Also something that will be changed through education, through...
But you know who's not going to miss it? Lower level, very easy hydroponics. Miss J Kills for sure. And guys, I am BuLLZiLLa, the hidden gem hunter, the portfolio melter. We go live every single day. If you can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe before you go out the door. Matter of fact, you take your phone like this before you go, because we're live. We're live right now. We're live. This is live. You hit back once, you see your thumbs up to your left. No, come on, guys. We got almost 200 people here watching live. So we need 200 thumbs up. And I'm also giving you guys some homework before you go today. When this video ends, I need you to comment in the video. Comment. Let's go to the comments. I'm like, oh, BuLLZiLLa, I had so much fun today. I met so many people. Miss J Kills formula about mixing, blending a whole lemon, skin, and all the honey and spring water a bit and turmeric. And what will that do, Miss J Kills? I'll be up here singing like I'm trying to think of a famous singer. Tom Petty. You don't know how it feels. Oh, Justin Crypto. Yeah, guys, I can't thank you enough for all love and support today. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Lower level. Make sure you guys check out our Telegram group. We got the baddest Telegram group and Discord. Link in the description on both those. We need some more thumbs up. Don't forget to comment on the video when this ends. And we'll go out with... You know we're going to go out with... I'd rather go out with this. Going blind. Ran a 10-miler. Crushed the competition. Oh, we showed that one. Gabe one. We might have showed that one too.
What do you know about crypto?
Very little.
Okay, we might have showed that one too. Gabe.
Cryptocurrency, yes.
I know a little bit about it.
Oh, okay, we showed that. Her boyfriend does tattoos. Or do we show this one? With my buddy Ladia.
Feel about cryptocurrency? Oh Lord. I'm not well educated on that subject. Do you know?
Cause she's been busy making babies, huh? She's educated on that subject. Now let me stop.
How do you feel about cryptocurrency?
That's no, I'm just joking. Let me stop.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
I'm not well educated on that subject. Do you know?
Welcome to North Carolina. Here I should talk. You sound like my Aunt Jerry. I'm from Florida, Jacksonville.
Anything about cryptocurrency? Not really. Like the digital currency and the way of the world now, we're moving towards that. How do you feel about that? I don't know. Do you trust anything like our money being like not tangible anymore? No more paper, just strictly on the internet, kind of like.
Well, I mean, I just use my debit card and credit card usually, anyways. I don't have a lot of cash on me, so
It's gonna
moving
be an
into that
easy
digital
shift.
currency won't be an issue for you.
Yeah, for sure.
it's not.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Tell him, Devon. Give him that line.
If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really does help.
It really does help. Guys, thank you so much for being here today and spending time with BuLLZiLla. Shout out to the super chatter today. Dillaron, I appreciate that big time. Shout out to all the members. If you become a member to the channel, it helps out in a very big way. Shout out to all the members. Miss J Kills with the yellow 2-year avatar. Thank you, Miss J Kills. I appreciate that. Lower level, thank you big time. I appreciate that. Lower level, you're a legend. Super Crypto Girl joined us. Very Easy Hydroponics. Alan, always a member. Shout out to Alan. Devon NRG, 2 years.